listeners. Welcome to Tea with the Wives. I am Queen Anne Boleyn.
I am Queen Jane Seymour. We once shared a husband, King Henry VIII, and this day we share a table.
Pour thyself a cup of tea and lend us thine ears as we speak of our lives, our king, and one another.
Well, I first came to King Henry's notice while I served as a lady-in-waiting at court. In time, his favor turned from Queen Catherine to me. And you, Lady Anne, how did you first come to our sovereign's eye?
Much like yourself, I first served at court as a lady-in-waiting. In time, the king's gaze fell upon me. Yet, I would not simply be one of his passing interests, and so he set his mind on making me his queen.
It seems our beginnings at court were not so different, Anne. Yet from the start, the king looked to you for a bold change in England. Well, he looked at me for peace and an heir.
Life as a queen was a strange mix of splendor and strain. I wore fine gowns and jewels. Yet every day I walked a narrow path, ever watched by the court and the king's mood.
Your words ring true, Anne. As queen, I too knew the way of the crown. Yet my days at court were quieter. I was to bring calm to king's household and, above all, give him the son he long desired.
Then, though our paths at court began alike, our callings as queen were not the same. As queen, each word we spoke and each smile we gave could turn whispers to storm. The king's favor raised us high, yet it placed heavy burdens upon us both.
Aye, let it be so. Tell me, Anne, how did the days pass for you as queen? The court forever watching, the king's mood shifting like the winds. How did you bear it?
I did not simply sit and smile upon a throne, Jane. I filled my days hearing petitions, speaking for those in need, and lending my voice to the king's great matters of church and realm.
You should not make it sound so small, Anne. You stood beside the king in the fiercest storms of church and crown, while I was thought blessed for walking a quieter path.
Quieter, perhaps, yet neither of our stories found a gentle end. My own path led from favor to the tower, with the sword's edge as its final mark.
For myself, my tale was brief. I gave the king his long-desired son, and not long after, I was gone from this world, leaving others to raise the prince I had borne. Yet my passing was gentle, besides thine, Anne. If thou canst spare it, will you speak of how your own life was brought to its close?
It is no light matter to speak on, yet I shall. When the king's favor turned against me, I was accused of treason and foul sin and sent unto the tower. There upon a cold May morning I knelt upon the green, and a French swordsman struck off my head with a single blow. And so my days were ended at the king's command.
Oh, what a cruel fate, Anne! Yet now, looking back from beyond our earthly days, I oft ponder the king and the other wives who shared his table and his crown. What think you now of Henry and of those who came before us and after us?
Well, when I think on Queen Catherine of Aragon, I see a lady of great dignity and steadfast heart. She served him many years and gave him a daughter, yet was divorced and sent aside when he sought a son and a new marriage. And in the end, she died far from court at Kimbolton Castle in 1536, likely of illness, still holding fast to her faith.
After she was divorced and sent away, you came along. The king's own church would not let him cast off his first wife so easily, so he quarreled with the priests and bishops, and in the end, he broke off from Rome and made his own Church of England. Also, he might wed you and seek a son.
Correct. As for you, Jane, your own tale with the king is a different one. You gave him the son he long desired, yet the price you paid was your very own life, taken soon after his birth.
You speak truly, Anne. For all that he broke with Rome and set aside a faithful queen, it still did not spare you from the sword.
Yes, indeed. After me, there was another Anne.
Aye, Anne of Cleves, a princess from afar, wed to him more for treaty than for love. He liked not her manner, nor her face, and soon had the marriage set aside. Though she was wise enough to part from him rich, and with her head still on her shoulders.
In truth, she may have fared best of us all. The other who followed was young Catherine Howard.
I, a slip of girl, kin to your own house, set before him to charm an aging king.
Yet whispers of past and present lovers rose about her, and for that she too was condemned and beheaded at the Tower. So young and so swiftly casted aside. And then, at the end, there was Catherine Parr.
A landlady, twice widowed before she wed the king. She nursed him in his failing years and helped keep peace among his children. And when death at last took him, she remained alive and free. For care and caution were her constant companions.
So there you have it, Jane. 6 queens, 6 fates. Divorced, beheaded, died. Divorced, beheaded, survived.
Aye, and his majesty is long in his grave. Folks still whisper of us and wonder at the lives we have led.
If they remember aught, let it be that we were more than the crowns upon our heads.
Well said, Anne. Come, let us leave the king to his history and keep our own counsel now.
This podcast was produced by Norin and Qiany from Our Lady of the Sacred Heart College in collaboration with ArchD School Life Radio.